just straight out in the early rounds, and from there it rolled on. But the Chinese fencers, Xiao and Qian, really rocked the boat for everybody today and had this house rocking as well.
And so what we have is a situation where we have two semi-finals. The first semi-final, Sofia Pozniakova, the 21-year-old Russian, as second World Championships, is up against Anne Elizabeth Stone, the 27-year-old American. And for both of those two, this is a big personal best. And then the second of the semi-finals, we've got a rematch of the Olympic Games in Rio de Janeiro, where Yana Egorian beat her teammate Sofia Velikaya to take gold. Sofia Velikaya, multiple world champion in women's sabre, and has only ever won 2 silver medals in individual competition. She was silver medalist from London 2012, and she was silver medalist again in Rio. And that's how they line up. So we have a first semi-final. The young Sofia Pozniakova, who is, no matter what happens, a little wink there, the crowd, no matter what happens, this is a huge personal best for the Russian. And she'll be facing the American, Anne Elizabeth Stone, who likewise is going to get a personal best here today. One of them will go through to fence in the final. And they are up against
two of the best.
Yeah, royalty of women's sabre. Yana Egorian, the gold medalist in the Olympic Games in Rio 2016. She's lost a little bit of form in the years since, but now she's back, and she's back with a bang. And also on a comeback trail, Sofia Velikaya, well, she took a break from the sport after Rio, winning the silver medal. She's had a child, her second child. Her daughter, Zoya, was born last year in 2017, and now she is back with a bang. But we will only see one of them in the final.
And our officiating crew for tonight, Medat El-Bakri of Egypt, our referee, Vasil Malenchev of Bulgaria, our video referee, and Miklos Kosa of Hungary, Andreas Dubis of Greece, assisting in the duties.
So Anne Elizabeth Stone, this World Championships is, I think, about her 5th World Championship competition. Her best season was in 2014. She was able to get a bronze in Grand Prix in Moscow in 2014, and got a bronze in Dakar in the World Cup also in 2014. And I think it was the World Championships that year in Kazan, she placed 10th. She then had a knee injury a couple of seasons ago, and had to have an operation on her knee, but she's on the comeback trail, and she's up against this young and very happy-looking Sofia Pozniakova.
Who wouldn't be? One thing to know about Sofia Pozniakova is that she comes from saber royalty. Her father is Stanislav Pozniakov, who is the president of the Russian Olympic Committee, the president of European fencing, and a member of the executive committee.
So the referee just prepares, is that Medat
El-Bakri of Egypt.
El-Bakri is just preparing his microphone there. So we have a slight delay while we get things going. Yeah, Pozniakov is the male equivalent of Pozniakova, isn't it?
That is correct. Masculine, the masculine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the referee is ready. So here we go for the first of these semi-finals. This is the women's sabre competition at the World Championships in Wuxi. And it is the Russian Sofia POZDNIAKOVA who gets
the parry.
Yeah, gets here the replay, yeah. And establishes the right of way. So this is sabre. It is a cutting weapon. You can score with the side of the blade. That sets it apart from both épée and foil. And if you look at the silver lame, the whole of the upper body, including the arms and head, is a target. But it is a weapon of convention. There is a right of way. So the referee has to establish who started the attack first. And was that attack parried, or did that attack come through?
Again, POZDNIAKOVA picking up Anne-Elizabeth Stone's weapon and getting the hit. Gets the parry, gets the hit.
So if you listen, you can hear the blade contact, and that will tell you if you get a parry. Nothing there, so no sound, and only one light on the box.
Well,
so
Anne-Elizabeth Stone in the low line to get that hit.
So 3-2. They will fence till 8, and then they will take a break. The clock, pretty much immaterial in sabre. So the referee called that action simultanée, so simultaneous action. Can't separate who started the attack, so no points scored. We might see a few of them. And David, that's the simultaneous attacks. They're part of the tactic of sabre, aren't they? Because you want to try and outguess what your opponent is going to do.
Well, you do want to. You're going to come into a match with a plan, and you know, you will have a series of actions that you have in place in your head that you are going to put in play. But you will also see the fencers step in to see what the other fencer is going to do, and if they step in and do the same thing, we start again. POZDNIAKOVA.
Yeah, that's
with
called
the feet up and hit the shoulder.
That's called eyes open fencing, where you you wait for your opponent to make a move. The other option is you just decide what you're going to do, and then when the referee calls alley, you just launch yourself into the middle, or do a half step in and then step back and try and catch your opponent on a distance trap.
Well,
Stone
wasn't moving back fast enough there, and she was looking for a stop cut to the arm, but POZDNIAKOVA just simply too fast.
And they will go to the break, 8-3, and Anne-Elizabeth Stone with some thinking to do. And what will her coach have to say to her, David?
Well, she's got to start moving. She started very slowly here. She's spending probably way too much time thinking about what's going to happen without doing it. And there's Christian Bauer, who's a very successful head of the Russian program. And I'm not sure he's got much to criticize about the way that his young charge has handled this first period. But yeah, a little slap to the face there for Anne-Elizabeth Stone. She needs to wake up and get in the game. And she is not using distance as well as she needs to with the very fast POZDNIAKOVA.
Well, Anne-Elizabeth Stone, a bit of a linguist, easy for me to say. A linguist, speaks Arabic, English, Greek, and Latin.
Well, she's learning a little bit of Russian tonight. Okay, Stone out on the front foot to start this second period. That's what she needs to do. Just a step, lunge, whack.
Yeah, that was very much a predetermined maneuver. That time they both stuttered in and then came in together at the same time.
Yeah, both take a step in, both lunge. Pozniakova's attack. Stone getting the parry there.
Yeah, you heard the clack of the blades.
You can see, just picks up the blade, gets the hit.
It's all going very well for the young Russian. I think they only ever met once before, and that was in a pool competition.
Card coming out here for Pozniakova, I believe, for stepping early. Yep. You can't go early in saber. It gives you far too much of an advantage, the speed at which this weapon is played.
A big, long attack from Anne Elizabeth Stone.
Well, she needs to turn it up. She needs to get on her front foot, or she's going to be out with the bronze.
So what will Pozniakova do now? It didn't work for her going back.
She come forward.
Now, Stone asking for a video review. What's her point here?
I can see her point in calling for that. It looked to me like preparation, Pozniakova, that she had her arm back as she stepped in, and Stone's, nope, stands. Well, Anne Elizabeth Stone, all at sea here. She goes looking for the blade, can't find it. She's looking for a parry there, and it's just not there.
Pozniakova switching or disguising the line that she's attacking in very well.
Just a deadly direct attack there.
Well, Pozniakova should just keep doing this. There's no point in backing off. If you've got something that's working so well, why change it? It's up to the your opposition to do something different.
Well, Stone got the parry, but did nothing with it, and continuation from Pozniakova puts her one away from the gold medal match.
Yeah, so Stone could not land the riposte there. And Pozniakova attacking again, this time Stone coming forward. And was there a parry riposte there? Yes, there was, yes. And that's it. It's done and dusted. 15-5, Russia through to the final. Now, that means that Russia are going to win a gold, a silver, and a bronze tonight, guaranteed.
You can't do much better than that, unless it's 2 bronzes. But it is Anne Elizabeth Stone. I've had a video review here.
No, I thought it was pretty clear.
Yeah. It's official now.
Yep. and she has got a bright future ahead of her, I tell you that.
Absolutely.
And what a program to be in, and what teammates to have.
Well, you have to be special to be in the Russian saber team.
Yeah.
I mean, that is just a given. But Anna Elizabeth Stone, she's had a great day today. She's fenced really well. She's overcome great adversity in getting into this semifinal. She'll take home a bronze medal. There's nothing wrong with that. And she's got something to work off of.
And that's going to be a big help for her on the US program, because most of those athletes are all self-funded, and a world championship medal will make a big difference financially, and that will then convert into what then she can do in terms of training and preparation for the Olympic Games in Tokyo. The Russians, on the other hand, have quite a lot of backing, shall we say, and there's the difference is you've got to fight your way onto the team.
They're a medal factory.
Once you're on the team, though, yeah, they are a medal factory. 15-5, confirmation of the score of that first of those semi-finals.